Hi there. Could you tell us all your name?
Ella.
And how old are you, Ella?
I'm 10 years old.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to me, in fact, to us today, Ella. I'm really looking forward to it. So let's get started.
Mhm.
Can you tell me what sparked your interest in the environment originally? Do you remember?
Well, it was in year two, really, at my school.
Yeah.
And me and my friends every Wednesday we asked if we could help clean the classroom because we loved to listen in on Go Global, which is a club which talks about the environment. And our teacher run that, so we used to always listen in on Friday on Wednesday lunchtimes, and we used to love listening in on it. And then
Okay.
in year three, that's when we joined it. We decided we should join it.
Okay. And could you just tell us what is Go Global?
Go Global is a club which my year one and two teacher runs, and she's a really good teacher, and she's really interesting. And we have a partner school in another country, so she makes all our lessons really interesting.
Okay. Thank you ever so much. And when you were communicating with children in another part of the world that's really different to ours here, what did you learn from them? What kind of things?
Well, I learned that they have a really difficult life. When we think our life is tough,
Yeah.
I just look back at theirs and I'm thinking, I am so lucky for what I have.
Okay. Anything specific that they don't have that you do have and you noticed that?
I have a tap in my kitchen, as most people do, right?
Yeah.
We go for a drink. We just grab a glass and turn the tap on.
Yeah.
They have to go all the way over a hill, down, go into get a massive yellow plastic thing, and the water comes in, and it's dirty water. So it's not clean water. So it's just how hard they have to work to get some water. And then how hard we have to work is just walking across the room, grabbing a glove, and then just turning the tap on. Like sometimes you just wonder where the water comes from, and then you like rivers and stuff. But we've got tubes which can clean it out for us. But people in other parts of in the world don't have that opportunity. So we just need to be lucky for what we've got.
Okay. And we got put in touch because somebody told me that you were doing something quite amazing with some t-shirts. So could you tell me about your fabulous t-shirt initiative?
Well, me and my auntie were on a bike ride with my mum and sister, and my auntie had a T-shirt which had a skeleton on it, and a girl had designed that, and her mum had published it, and she'd given all the money to a charity. So I decided, well, I like that idea, and that was in Mexico when my auntie went. I like that idea, but instead she just did like a couple T-shirts. I wanted to get people involved. So actually, I'm wearing a Tees for Trees T-shirt because we tested it. It says Tees for
Okay.
Trees on. So I'm wearing that, and we just tested it. Really, we just tested it, and we hope to get loads of people involved. Today's the last day, which is a bit because we said on the 20th, and we've got quite a lot of people involved, which is quite cool. And it's amazing how many people are really interested in the environment.
And tell me, what exactly do people need to do in order to enter your t-shirt competition?
Today's the last day. So what you have to do is, if you go on my website, it says Craig F Macdonald /teesfortrees.com. Search that up.
Yep.
Then it will come up with my website, and you just read about it and what stuff. And then it will say you should send your design to teesfortrees.com. So it will say Tees for Trees, and it will say the email address. Just click on that, and it goes on to that, and just send us an email with your t-shirt design, and tell us what your t-shirt design is like. really.
Okay, and when we put this video out, if anybody else maybe wanted to enter your competition, do you think it would be all right for them to do that?
Yeah, I'd love anybody who's listening to this to enter the competition. You don't have to be a kid. You don't have to be. You can be anybody, because actually we've got some adults doing it. We've got, like, my nan's doing it,
Okay.
and you don't have to be a kid to do it. We want to get everybody involved. You can be 5 years old. I don't really mind. I just want to see your design. And then the winning one, we're going to put on a T-shirt like this one.
Right, we will hope then that some people watching decide they'd like to have a go as well. That's
yeah,
one
and I'd be
thing.
grateful if they go. I'll be grateful if they put their design up.
Okay, that's one thing that you've done for the environment. Can you tell me some of the other things, because I know you've done some other things, that you personally have done for the environment, so we can share them a bit with the people who are watching?
Well, I've actually adopted 2 animals. So my first one was Polar Bear, and she had babies, which was amazing. I was so excited about that.
Okay.
And then after that, I adopted a Tasmanian Devil, which I'm still adopting. A Tasmanian Devil, they live in Tasmania, which is off the coast of Australia, and they're quite rare because they're quite. If you watch some programs, like I watched a program about them, then you actually know a lot, and I think they're cute, but no, my mum doesn't, or neither does my dad. So.
But you've adopted one.
Yeah, I've adopted one, which is amazing.
Does it have a name, your Tasmanian Devil?
No, but yeah, but it's not extinct because of it's not going extinct because of climate change. It's going extinct because it's got an illness. It's got an illness which no zoologist has cured. So it's yeah.
Wow, I bet there's some people watching who didn't know about that. Thank you very much for sharing. It's really important that we share these things, because we all know certain things about some animals, but there's a lot of other things for us all to learn.
Yeah.
Can you tell me then, how can people like me, I'm an author, who are trying to help children learn about problem solving in creative ways, the really big environmental issues we have, help you more? What things can we do to help you?
Well, when this video goes out, I am hoping that kids will listen to me, because obviously I'm a child, so I had to persuade my parents, which took a lot of persuading. But you can do it. Your parents, if you keep on trying and never give up, your parents will see you through. Because it's easy for an adult to say, because they're in charge. But for a kid, their parents are in charge. So for some of you young who are watching this and you're quite young, just never give up trying to persuade them. I persuaded my parents, and now we used to go to a farm shop which didn't have any plastic on, and we used to go to Rico, which was in the which was where you take your washing up liquid, say, and you've used it and you don't throw it in the bin. You just go and fill it up and then pay for it and then go. So you're reusing your bottles. And we also get glass milk bottles instead of plastic containers from Milk and More, which is really good.
Okay, well done. Anything else, whilst we're talking about it, that you think you might have convinced your parents to do to help the environment?
Well, my dad used to drink a lot of sparkling water.
Yeah.
But after I told him what was happening to the seas and persuaded them, he realised that he did less. So he did buy one bottle, but he did less. He started to buy glass bottles, but they had put it up. So, but now he doesn't drink sparkling water like any. He just doesn't. I think it's because obviously he just hasn't he's just drinking lemon water, which is a lot better than sparkling water.
And was that because the sparkling water came in plastic bottles that you didn't want him to drink so much, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. Some of it came in glass bottles, but most of the stuff we buy, like Diet Cokes, some of them come in massive, like, bottles. but actually now they're doing cans, which is a bit better than plastic bottles, I guess. But yeah. But if you're one of those people who always buy a massive jug of Diet Coke, try and buy cans, because that's a lot better than well, buying a massive bottle.
Okay. And finally, there's a couple more questions actually. Is there anything that you would like to say to the really big adult decision makers, the politicians and people, and the scientists around the world, when it comes to helping your generation to look after the environment, the world around us, and also to tackle this big issue called climate change?
Well, I would just say, say you have kids, listen to them, because it's their generation effects, and try all you can. This goes for everybody. Like some of the prime ministers, everybody in the world has a prime minister or president, for most countries. So I'm just saying this, but prime ministers can help a lot, and presidents. So I just want everybody to know that small actions can change the world.
Okay. And to finish up, and you've finished up already on a very, very salient point there, is there anything else that you would like to say with regards to the environment and to young people listening to you, especially because there might be some very young people listening to this? What's the last message that you would like to leave with them about the environment?
Well, as I said, small actions can change the world. Going from telling your family about it can go to, well, I'm here now. So it can just go from a tiny action to a massive action. So small actions can change the world.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it. You've taught me some things. I've no doubt there'll be some information in there that other children and maybe adults even aren't aware of. And we will get your initiative out there and see who else we can get taking part. Okay?
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.